So I take it you don't like multiple sneezers?
No, I always get uncomfortable of like if you don't know. End. Like
How many bless yous?
Yeah,
say?
like Jen's college roommate is a multiple sneezer. So the first time I ever met her, she started sneezing. And
that just makes her a person.
Bless you.
No, multiple sneezer is just a normal person.
I don't sneeze like 6 times.
That's not multiple. 2 is multiple, which is normal.
I don't think so. 1 sneeze.
That is abnormal.
That's all you get. 1.
I can tell you right now it's abnormal. Yeah. Pull the room.
I don't know. I think you got it.
As you get older,
twice, I think.
Yeah, as you get older, it's like 2 in rapid succession for some reason.
2,
1.
75% of the American public believes.
That's how we get these stats.
This is fake news right here.
No.
Do you guys sneeze when you look at the light, or does that help you sneeze?
I know people try to do that.
Yeah, it helps me.
Look at the sun. Yeah.
If you're like, right on the cusp of sneezing.
Yeah, sun. It's not just.
No, it's any light.
Yeah, it's any light.
Yeah,
I've heard it's only sun.
No, people do it at work all the time. They always look at the
in your brain
fluorescence
next to the thing in your brain that causes sneezes.
Yeah,
someone smarter than me figured it out.
Yeah.
Welcome to our Film Fathers podcast, the definitive podcast about fatherhood, film, and fatherhood and film. This is Jelani, and with me as always are a guy that's been striking out with the ladies and needs a little man time, and a guy having a good old-fashioned sleepover with guns. Martin and Brady.
I never thought I'd say this, but I'm glad I'm not hung like a bear.
Sorry. I gotta tell you, it's fucking okay to be nice. Pardon my language. It's effing okay to be nice. How's that for kumbaya bullshit?
This week, we're celebrating the first week of Octobereding by diving into a corner of cinema that knows how to balance laughs with the screams. Horror comedies. Part satire, part scare, and all entertainment. We're shining a spotlight on 2 standouts that prove just how much fun horror can be when it doesn't take itself too seriously. First up, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. A cult favorite that flips the killer hillbilly trope on its head with buckets of blood and just as many belly laughs. Then we fast forward to Werewolves Within, a sharp, witty whodunit that gives us paranoia, monsters, and small-town comedy all in one. These movies might have left you covering your eyes, but were you laughing while you did it?
I just got to clear something up. Are you saying horror or horror?
Horror.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Welcome back, Tom.
Thank you for having me back.
Yeah.
I'm glad we get to do this every October.
It's that time of year.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite time of year.
Yeah.
It's my favorite time of the pod.
I believe it.
Are you doing a watch 30 horror movies in 30 days October
I
this
do
year?
not have the time.
I was going to say, who has that kind of time?
It's been itching like further into September every year. Like,
why don't you just cut it down to like 15?
30 seconds of horror every day.
One horror trailer. And that's it.
No, but I mean, it'd
be amazing, by the way, if you turned it into, I watched 30 trailers in the month of
days.
October.
It's just nice. It's nice because I do love horror movies around this time of year, as makes sense.
I've heard that.
But then I really get after Halloween. It's just I'm sick of them.
Yeah.
And for a few months, but
when you watch 30 in 30 days,
yeah, there's a time around summer where it's like I start to get excited for it again. Like most people probably get excited for football season.
Yeah, that first chill in the air a little bit after summer's kind of winding down. The kids are back to school. They're like, all right,
horror.
Get some chili.
Is that how your mind works?
Oh, real quick on that. The timing on that comment couldn't have been better. It came up today at work.
Got a good recipe?
Chili.
Yeah.
Soup?
Don't get me. You're not going to want to get me started on this topic.
It's chili.
I think it's its own category.
Is that where you go? Martin, I want to know your quick thoughts.
Yeah, I'd go. It's fine as calling it a soup or a stew.
So I said, I think it's closer to a stew than a soup.
Yeah.
Yes. And one guy believed it, but he also said, but it's its own thing. In my opinion, it's neither of those things. And he said it's close. The analogy is it's like a hot dog not being a sandwich.
Well, this is my thing. I think everything can be categorized as either a soup, a salad, or a sandwich. And fight me on it.
Soup,
You could subcategorize everything, right? You could say it's soup.
Fried
Oh, it's
chicken?
more of a
So what
stew.
about-
No, it's actually chili.
What about scrambled eggs?
Yeah.
Scrambled eggs is definitely a salad.
What? Fried chicken.
Fried chicken is definitely a.
Seems like a soup to me.
Yeah, what do we? I feel like you walked a path for no reason too.
Well, let's think about fried chicken.
Well, I mean,
You don't
it's
have to think that
breaded.
hard.
It is breaded. There is chicken inside.
It's a
breading,
sandwich.
so it's a sandwich.
Definitely a sandwich.
I mean,
It's almost an encased.
I mean, you
meat.
can answer your own questions if you guys ask it, but then answer it yourself.
I don't
And
want
You'll
to.
get
I
there.
digress. you said chili.
Too
and
late.
It came up.
Too late.
It did come up today, so I was just curious on your thoughts.
But we're all pro chili, right? And nobody's like anti.
I think there's better chilies than other. I like a good hearty chili. More more meat.
yeah.
Come on down to my annual Beans and Screams.
I
for
know.
chili
You
and
just
outdoor
If I'm
movies.
being honest, you just don't schedule it conveniently for me.
I mean,
That's not your fault. We all have things going on.
it's a Saturday in October.
You're right. Bored.
You got nothing going on.
I mean, there was a time I didn't have as much stuff on Saturdays as I would like to do, but
It's Saturday night. You don't have anything going on at night, do you? Tired from
Just
the
say
from
you
the
don't want to
game.
watch any more horror.
It
movies.
would
It's
feel
fine.
that way sometimes that I wish I didn't have things to do. But
I saw your brother-in-law the other day. Asked him if he's going to be at Beans and Screams.
Yeah, what'd he say?
He said, "I think so. I think we're going."
Is he teaching any of your kids this year?
No, I don't think any of them have him, but they do know who he is, though.
That's nice.
tell the listeners about Beans and Screams.
Beans and Screams annual chili. We used to do a chili cook-off. Now I just make a bunch of chili for everyone because I'm not going to ask people to bring stuff.
It's a soup Nazi over here.
That's the Beans part, and the Screams part is an outdoor movie of the horror variety. So,
And what are we
Yeah.
showing this year?
we're gonna do a Quiet Place. It's really tough to.
Do people
You gotta-
watch, or is it just a
It's really
chaotic scene of?
Is that just to be nice to your neighbors?
Well, exactly. Well, you can't show the worst movies, and you got to try to do it for all ages. But I'm not going to do Hotel Transylvania.
Don't you do
Yeah,
a kids
yeah.
area too?
Inside you can
Be the
put on a
kids
kids
area.
movie, and I do a short or something beforehand. That's more kid friendly.
What if you
Put it
got
on the
Beans
booth or
from Even Stevens to come?
Or at least get a cameo.
Can you get me a cameo?
I don't even know. Is cameo still a thing?
That's a thing.
What about you could probably get one from Mr. Bean.
Ooh.
Yeah, he
We
probably
all
wouldn't
love
scream.
Mr. Bean.
I did.
In front of
Well,
the Bean
it's a cameo.
in Chicago?
There you go.
I just think there's a Beans play that is deep in my heart.
I say we go for it. Yeah. We did A Quiet Place on this very program, right?
We did.
We have.
We did. It was the first
Was it
time I
our
saw
first?
it. Possibly.
It might have been like our first.
Maybe.
Could have been the first time.
One of
Foray
the first
into
times I was
horror.
here. It might not even have been in October.
I don't think it was. I think we just did it because it was a
Yeah,
movie.
it might have just come out or something, or on
I know
digital.
what I remember is that it was my horror choice in the movie draft,
Yeah. That
and
might-
I felt like I crushed it with that.
yeah. I haven't seen the others.
Me either.
No.
I have not seen the latest one. I started
Yeah,
it
the day one or
and
whatever it's called. Or-
got to when the creatures started attacking. And
Whoa!
I fell
Spoiler
asleep.
alert.
Oh no!
I feel like I saw part of the second one.
Yeah, that's.
'Cause I remember Cillian Murphy being in it and having a role in it. And then I don't know where
I
that
don't
goes.
remember.
I know there's like a lighthouse and a radio station and something.
Maybe I didn't see the second one.
I watched a different one.
That's possible.
Was that
July
28 days later or 28 weeks later that you watched?
Could have been.
What movie are we watching this week, gentlemen? Or did we watch?
Well, we did two this
Yeah.
week, and Jelani, I think these were your picks. So why don't you?
Yeah, so I know we do this every October, and I know the horror franchise and
Horror.
genre is all Redding and Martin. So I wanted to kind of get
You really planted your flag early out.
You really did. You said it a few times. How about this movie?
yeah. So I tried to throw out, last time I think I threw out A Cabin in the Woods. Or,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it, or it's just
No, I
cabin?
think
Dog
it's just
Cabin in the Woods.
I think
Just cabin. No,
Cabin.
Oh,
No
it
no article.
No article.
no article.
Okay, so Cabin in the
I
Woods.
feel like there may be a the.
I feel like
There's
there
no
is.
A.
It is
Regardless.
Dog,
Yeah.
It's Dog Cabin in the Woods.
Okay. Anyway,
Thank God for Google.
I promise we'll finish this episode at some point.
We'll talk about the movies we watch.
so I wanted to go down the horror comedy path, and so I knew Tucker and Dale versus Evil was one that I had seen that I thought was decent as a horror comedy, and then Werewolves Within was one that came up. I don't know if I just saw a trailer for it or because we talk about Sam Richardson all the time. That
Yeah.
it popped up in my timeline.
Split.
So those were the two that I picked. There are others that, as I was finishing up this, that we could have delved into later on. But
Well, I made this a point to get these out early, so we're locked in.
Yeah. So, what did you guys think of Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
Have you guys all seen these before?
I had seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil
I had
before,
not.
yeah.
I had not seen either one.
Neither for me.
I
either.
had seen both of them before,
but
but
no surprise.
Werewolves Within, I didn't really know much about before, and then it was something, it popped up somewhere, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe I saw a clip on TikTok or something when the I Think You Should Leave craze was going on, and every clip you saw was Tim Robinson and Sam Richardson,
Yeah.
and then I watched
Detroiters.
and all that. So
Love Detroiters, man.
it probably, my phone caught wind of all that and started
Started throwing
requesting
them up there.
Werewolves Within, and I watched the trailer and I was like, oh, this looks kind of fun. So it was probably earlier this year, maybe. Or maybe
So
last
Tom,
year,
you saw Tucker and Dale.
I did. I saw Tucker and Dale when it came out.
Where are you? Where are you on that?
I really enjoy Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I thought it was, a cool spin on that hillbilly redneck kind of thing where they turn out to be actually really good
Decent
guys,
guys.
like whatever, and these college kids just have these ideas about them, and they just accidentally start killing themselves all over the place. and Tucker and Dale are trying to help them and rescue them and all this other stuff, and they just keep getting impaled on things.
It was my first time. I don't know. I didn't
Yeah.
really like it. I think I'm with Brady on this one. I'm glad we get to shit on Jelani pick for once.
I feel like I want to enjoy this movie because I don't love the horror movie in general, the horror genre, but this was a chance for the satire aspect, the spoof aspect, all the above. I just felt like it didn't hit on a lot of the stuff. There were funny parts for sure. And
For sure.
I think Tom's right. Like, it's funny when they're like, I think it's a suicide pact. And they're all trying to kill it, and it's just like, because they just keep dying and hurting themselves. I think really, this is a weird thing to nitpick, but I think they're not far away from it being really good. But like the main college kid,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Chad.
Chad.
Yeah.
I almost called him Brad. He sucked so bad
Oh,
that
he was
like
horrible.
it really for me was like the movie couldn't overcome how bad they cast that
I
guy.
couldn't agree more.
I just
He's
couldn't wait
exactly
for him
right.
to die.
Everybody else other than the main characters. I like Alan Tudyk.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
I think everyone.
I like
everyone
he's-
does.
Tyler Labine. Did you ever watch the show Reaper?
No, I didn't know. I've never seen Dale in anything else, but he was pretty. He did a good job.
I've seen
I
him in a
liked
couple
Dale.
things, and I remember
Yeah.
looking it up at the time, and it came from this, but I never saw this, and I didn't really know him.
Yeah, I definitely didn't hate the movie. It just wasn't. It didn't really do much for me. And I agree. I think it could have been a lot funnier and a lot better.
It's not even that far away from being way better, and it's like I think if you replace him with like a competent, I get that like it's supposed to be campy,
But I thought it was actually evil. I thought the title is misleading for me because I thought there was going to be actual supernatural forces. Or something.
And that opening scene too.
And it makes you
you're
feel
like,
like this.
was there something creepy going
Yeah.
on in this?
but then there's
log,
not. Then it's
sawmill?
all. So that kind of like was a bait and switch for me. But do you guys know Katrina Bowden?
30 Rock.
Bowden?
30
Yeah.
Rock, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Siri, right?
Siri from 30 Rock, no doubt. She's
What happened to her, man?
she's stereotypically
Did this movie?
attractive.
And that was it.
Yeah. I looked at her filmography after this, and it's not great, Bob.
I don't
Horror's
think she's
supposed
winning
to
any
catapult
awards.
you. Yeah, I know, but yeah.
No. So I'm kind of towards you guys.
Okay,
Like,
nice.
I watched it
Well, it's
again.
not, obviously, we're right. So
My opinions are always correct.
And I think you're right. I think there's some elements there that are missing. Maybe even playing up the suspense a little more to make it to offset the comedy. It wasn't scary enough, I think, to offset the silliness, right? And so
I think they leaned gore more than
Yeah.
silly. Or sorry, more than the suspense.
the suspense, right?
Sorry.
And so there's a lot of blood and things like that spraying all over people, but it was like, okay, that seems a little hokey now. But to be fair, like
To be fair,
It wasn't the worst thing
No.
I've ever
No,
seen.
yeah,
obviously.
by no means.
And
No,
like
that's
you
one
said,
of Barton's picks.
you've got,
Still got a lot of movies to watch
That's
this
definitely touch of evil.
which also didn't have very much evil.
Right.
Did it have a lot of touching?
Not enough.
Charlton Heston as a Mexican.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, it was one. I swung for the fences on this one, tried to get it as, thinking it might be good, and then realized
I
it
don't
wasn't
think
as
it's
good.
not necessarily a good pick for what we're
Yeah.
going for here, but I just think in general, what I said, like I said, it could have been funnier in my opinion. There were funny parts, and actually, when I was like rereading quotes to try to make sure we found some, I actually found myself. This has happened before in other movies too, where I'm actually laughing at them after the fact more so than I did while watching. Specifically, I could tell you the one that I feel like I kind of like grimaced at while I was watching, and then when I reread it, was after the cop gets hit in the face and is like going to his car, and Tucker's like, "Oh, I think he's gonna walk it off." And reading it the next morning, like, kind of fucking floored me, and I really, really enjoyed that.
I also like the fact that not only did they flip the hillbilly trope, but they also flipped the main horror tropes. Like the dumb blonde and the black people aren't the first ones to die.
Yeah.
They're like the last ones. And you had like the stereotypical guys that are like, oh, we're the frat guys, we're gonna like protect everybody, and those are the ones that like end up killing themselves right away.
And everyone dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most every
Almost,
side
yeah.
character that doesn't add anything to this movie, because none of the side characters are good. That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
They
they all die.
Yeah,
so.
they don't bother fleshing that stuff out. It's just like they're dying.
Yeah.
You're in.
I mean, the one kid literally had the gun in his hand.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what does this do?
Don't do that.
I gotta say, I thought that cop was gonna end up being
Evil.
like evil or something.
Oh.
I kept expecting that too. And I also think I think you, just because you were selling it so hard, Jelani, that I was like expecting it to be really good, or at least like in our like for us really good, that we would all find it.
I just think
that
you
enjoyable.
almost have to be like it's and not knowing, but I do think there's you got to kind of really be in the right space mindset to watch it and be like, all right, like brain off. I can just cruise control here on a spoofy dumb comedy. I mean, they hit a lot of tropes, and even I felt like I recognized some of the maybe, I don't want to say homages or things that I felt like they were going for, and maybe they're so standard that you can't list 5 horror movies without naming them. But
obvious Evil Dead references,
Yep.
which you
There's
guys
the Texas
all know and
Chainsaw.
love.
I thought Cabin in the Woods too, actually, when they hit the Last Chance gas station, and I was like, oh, that's just like
Did
Cabin
in the Woods come out after this?
Did it? You know what? It may
I feel
have.
like it did.
I think it might have.
I don't know. You're
2011.
same?
Holy shit!
Yeah,
No,
because
this
it was
is
like
2010.
Oh yeah.
this is 2010.
Yeah.
Well, I was wrong. I
that's-
assumed it was an homage. but-
That's what I thought too, because the Cabin in the Woods isn't the first thing that they call on the hillbillies in the
Yeah,
in the
but I
cabin.
think that's just like
Yeah.
There have been a lot of those.
'Cause it is
Wrong
a trope.
Turn
But I
and
still
all those
thought
other
that-
ones.
Yeah, funny.
Jeepers
Yeah.
Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers,
Justin Lawrence.
good one too.
Have you seen all those?
I have even
See-
the really really shitty like direct to video one that came out last year.
You're very
So
good about
bad.
watching all the sequels.
Yeah,
to horror movies.
most of
and
the time.
I
Some
don't.
of them I can't.
And
but
like you've seen the whole Conjuring universe.
I have, yes.
And there's a
I
new
haven't.
one now,
There's
or-
a new one that just came out, but yeah.
I have a question. This is going to Tom's fanaticism,
Yeah.
we'll say, for the genre.
Yeah.
Apparently, and I know you don't necessarily watch all these movies on DVD, but apparently for Tucker and Dale, there is a special feature on the DVD that plays the movie from the college kid's perspective,
Yeah.
in which Tucker and Dale are murderous villains. And
Yeah,
I kind of love that they do that. I
Is-
would be curious. I don't even know if I want to watch it because I don't love the movie that much.
I will see if I can find.
but
the
in general,
alternate cut.
it seems like that would be. It's a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
If
I
you,
like it.
I mean, you have it all shot. You just have to edit it a different way.
Yeah.
right?
Is that
And,
all it
like,
is? That's what my question is.
That's
Is it
just
edited
the
different?
note that I.
Yeah.
It's,
We'll have to have Tom watch it. And
Yeah.
tell us.
Do some
I'll
research.
let you know. I'll let
it
you. I'll
just
see if
a-
I
it
can
feels
find
like
a copy.
Jelani has to watch it if I'm being honest. But
I'll watch it again. It's fine.
But yeah, other obvious. There was like the Texas Chainsaw scene where he's running with the chainsaw
For sure.
and
Fighting the bees.
The bees weren't in Texas Chainsaw, but the chainsaw running was. But yeah, and I like how like he passes the kid, and the kid's just like, "Oh, now you're not chasing me, and you're running," and then he just runs straight into that stick.
Do you love those movies too?
The Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah.
So I like the first one.
I love the first one. So good.
The second
So
one is
scary.
okay. Is it the? Or maybe it's
What about
the
the
second one I
remake
didn't
with
like.
Jessica Biel?
I really like the remake.
I thought it was pretty good too.
Some of the ones after the remake I thought were fine. The latest one on Netflix was pretty terrible.
Yes, yeah,
And there's the one with Matthew McConaughey is really bad.
oh yeah, that one's like
It's like Texas Chainsaw: The Next Generation or something.
yeah. I didn't see that one.
And I think two was also Tobe Hooper, and it just goes like full like camp, like
Campy, yeah. I've
way
heard
off.
that.
And I didn't really care for it, especially coming after the original one. But the original for sure, the Jessica Biel remake for sure, and then there's a couple other of those early 2000 ones that are okay.
What's the original comedy horror movie? Like, what do you think is like the first
Like
in the genre?
mainstream,
I keep like we keep talking about Cabin in the Woods, and I feel like to me,
Shaun of the Dead.
oh yeah, Shaun of the Dead was way
Shaun of
before
the
that. You're right,
Dead.
and we did
Well,
that. We did that one.
I'm trying to
too
think.
for the-
Idle Hands.
I was gonna say Idle
Yeah.
Hands was one that came
I
out.
mean,
That's 97,
the first is
99.
We're going way
99.
back into like movies that no one's ever heard of here.
Yeah.
There's a German silent film, which is
Oh,
considered
yes.
the first feature-length comedy horror from 1917. But from reason,
Young
Forgot about
Frankenstein?
that one.
La
Yeah.
Man-
Oh, there you go.
La
Frankenstein,
Manoir du Diable from 1896.
My favorite.
See, but I would say Young Frankenstein is just more comedy.
Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Yeah. That's not.
like Hollywood.
This
like-
isn't answering my
Ooh, that
question.
came up again.
You'll watch those though, won't you?
There's got to be something before.
I love Young Frankenstein.
Idle
I think it's
Hands.
great.
No, I'm
the
talking
80s.
Abbott and Costello.
Oh no, I don't know. I mean, sure. I won't. Scary Movie was 2000.
American Werewolf in London was 1981.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I might say, but that's
Evil-
almost
Not
straight
really-
up horror. That's
yeah,
not
it's
really that.
Evil
comedy.
Dead
Maybe
2 in
American Werewolf
1987.
Paris.
Evil Dead is the right answer.
Evil Dead
Evil
2.
Dead 2.
Yeah, Evil
yeah,
Dead
not the
2 is the right
original.
answer.
Right, when it gets campy.
Yeah.
Exaggerated gore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, we
But
got
that's-
there.
it's-
And
Other notable entries such as Gremlins in 84 and Beetlejuice
Okay.
in 88.
All right.
I feel like
Fair enough.
Beetlejuice is more of a comedy than a
again,
horror.
both and
Yeah.
Gremlins too.
Gremlins, maybe.
I don't really call it horror.
I watch it every October.
It's got scary element. It's I
I
love
would-
it.
I wouldn't let my
Gremlins.
kids watch
You're
it.
40 something, bro.
No, I mean, we talked about it when we did it, but yeah,
Show it to a 6-year-old. See what they tell you.
Is this scary?
I watched it when I was about 8.
Well, I can't sleep for a year, so
The Frighteners was another one that I thought of.
Yeah,
that's-
I feel like that's less. I don't know.
It's more
Jackson,
comedy.
what Peter
Really?
Jackson's early movie, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
Michael J.
Michael J.
Fox.
Fox.
Michael J.
yeah.
Fox, yeah.
So,
All right.
Werewolves Within. This was first for me. Again, just popped up. Thought I'd take a look.
I love Sam Richardson.
Yeah.
Oh, he's amazing.
So
just-
that was the saving grace for me, but that's about
with that, well,
And there's another
wasn't
one.
the only
There's
reason I
another
liked
one.
it.
There are 2 other ones.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, if you know what movie we're talking about, you'll know why we're talking about it the way we are. It's Milana Weintraub.
Wow,
Weintraub.
I don't know how to say her name.
She's the AT&T girl,
Lily.
and she's just staggeringly cute.
What every guy wants, I think.
You know she's the writer and creator of all those ads. Like she has directive control over all of them.
I did not know
From the
that.
beginning, you think, or after a while she got enough power to pull that? Because I feel like she probably just auditioned as a regular person.
Yeah.
at the
Yeah, maybe. And then when they found
Well-
out like she was, people were paying attention to him.
Well, then she was gone for a while. Like,
Yeah.
they took her ads off, and she wasn't doing anything. And then I think maybe AT&T sales went down.
Didn't she switch? Didn't she go to a different competitor or something?
I don't think so. That was the
no,
guy with
that's,
the glasses.
Oh, that's
the
Verizon guy.
Verizon guy. Yeah.
That's right.
But she's also big in comedy. Like
Big?
Well-
I was going to say after watching this, I'm like, yeah, why doesn't she capitalize on the fact that almost every male in this country loves her, or in the world probably loves her? Like, I just
part
feel
of the
like-
reason why she doesn't.
Yeah.
She's
Oh.
put out a ton of videos of like the harassment that she gets over it, and she's just like, I don't need it. Like,
Yeah, I get that.
Well, she was supposed to be
sad.
Squirrel Girl in some Marvel something.
in the MCU.
Yeah. And then it got scrapped for some reason.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah.
So sorry.
By the way, you're right. She left from 2016 to 2020. She wasn't she came back in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, give her more creative control and she'll come back. But yeah, again, this is just something different on the.
She was in Paul Feig's Ghostbusters reboot. I don't remember that.
I don't remember her in that either.
But
there was a lot.
Don't
of people
remember
in
much of that movie. So
I remember My Cat, which was Chris Hemsworth's dog. My Cat, Michael Hat.
yeah.
But yeah, again, this was one. This is one I didn't know was based on a video game.
I had no
Yeah,
idea.
until the end.
Right.
Well, no,
You saw
I
the
mean, it came
Ubisoft.
up. It said Ubisoft at the
Yeah,
beginning.
that was
and
weird.
I was like, wait,
And I didn't know what. Yeah, I was like, how's that tie in?
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is not a video game that I was aware of or ever played.
Well, and then the
Come on,
the
what
guy
kind of
at the
gamers
end
are you
with
guys?
The things that come
Oh,
out
yeah.
of it is they're just like Assassin's Creed,
Yes.
which is also an Ubisoft game.
Which I love.
Yes, that game I have played, and
Wait.
I have not watched the movie.
It's very disappointing.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's kind.
It was on
of why I
PlayStation
haven't watched
4.
it.
It was released in 2016.
What is it?
Werewolves Within, the video game.
Video game.
What, you-
Assassin's Creed is the
Oh.
other game. Yeah.
Yeah. Which also the movie with Fassbender and
Yeah.
Michael K. Williams.
Which I have not watched.
But so her and Sam are definitely, if you're going to watch this movie, they are the reason to watch
there's-
the movie.
Yes.
I don't know if you just have to like Sam. Like I come from a point like you do, Martin, and I think both of you guys as well. I just genuinely like love seeing him.
I don't think I can not like him in anything.
That's what I mean.
That's
so like
what-
I'm
I'm not objective anymore.
I have a different starting point than like a person randomly watching this movie.
Sure.
I starting from like big fan.
Yes, yeah.
So like I have to almost be walked back to not liking it.
That's what I tell Kevin about The Bear now. Like when we talk about the latest seasons, I'm like, it's too late. I'm already in, and I already love it. No matter what they do, even if they make a mistake or whatever. And that's how I feel like about Sam. Like he could kind of do no wrong.
And he's not
saying.
like a wide ranged actor. That's fine.
He almost
plays the
plays
same
always
character.
the same guy.
Yeah.
Everything in
but not
Detroiters.
quite.
Yeah.
But
Not quite.
Yeah,
There's some
it's close.
subtlety.
He was
but
in-
that's what I'm saying. But I'm in anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
His role in Ted Lasso is pretty good too.
Yeah, that's different. That's a veer.
Yeah, that's a little different.
I don't know if it's pretty good. It's a veer. I'll give him that. But that might be one of
Actually,
the
yeah,
lower
at least,
things
yeah.
that he's done, in my opinion. But
Did you guys
Agreed.
watch the After Party? That was what he was in, right?
yeah,
Also?
I did.
The like high
not-
school reunion where is it?
Oh, you know what? I started it.
It's at Dave
Rich guy
Franco's house.
dies. Yeah, Dave Franco like dies, and
It's
then they all
got 2
trapped
seasons.
in. And,
How'd that
yeah,
happen?
I've watched them both.
92%
They're okay.
Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah. Okay. I gotta watch that. That's a
did
good
not.
call.
So what did you think? Like overall?
He's looking at Martin, guys.
So yeah, I mean, I think it started out a little slow, and then it felt kind of formulaic. But by the end, I was into it because I liked that they almost made you think, oh, there isn't going to be a werewolf, and
Yeah.
then they
Oh.
turn it around, and she's all. I mean,
No,
I
it was
figured there was.
Pretty locked in from
Yeah.
the beginning that
Yeah.
it was her. But
Yeah, I thought that too, but it was still kind of a surprise, and I like the way they handled that.
You didn't think it was going to be the guy in the cabin outside of town that was dressed like
I was
a
trying
werewolf?
not to. I was
No,
trying
I
not
didn't
to
do
play.
that.
I wasn't super interested again. For,
Yeah,
other than for him and her. So then I was just kind of like, whatever happens, I'm not trying to predict anything here. But then when they did finally turn around, and she's just like, how did you not you fell for all that? Because I was thinking they were definitely making her very pixie dream girl. What is the manic pixie
I
dream
mean,
girl?
she was like the very first night. They're like,
yeah, and
like-
then they make fun, and then she makes fun of that, and I'm like, I love that they did.
Yeah.
that. So that's cool.
Yeah, this is
enjoyable.
the second time I watched it. I think I liked it a little more the first time. But yeah, it was fine. It had good elements of, suspense and stuff at times when they're creeping through the old, hotel or the inn or whatever that they're all staying at, and there were funny aspects of the line where they're, having a sleepover with guns. It's pretty funny, and the
I like when he's like, oh no, never. He salutes with his left hand. He's like, oh, never with the left.
That's where I think I enjoyed most of the movie, is when they had like the little quips, or like when the one guy, the husband's always trying to grab her. And she's like, nope, don't like that. Please stop. Or then when he's like walking up to the guy's house and he's trying to answer the phone, and she's like, you should probably watch out.
Yeah, the side characters were way better than this one.
Oh, yeah,
like almost
for sure.
every other person added something.
There's a lot of like not that guy necessarily, but a lot of I know that person from this. I mean, you said you talked about the guy outside of town.
Yeah.
How do we know Emerson?
I don't know. I didn't
Glenn
recognize him outside.
Fleshler? I wouldn't have recognized him instead looking him up.
Oh,
from
really?
Billions.
Oh, that's not where I'm going.
Oh,
Billions.
HBO show, but not Billions.
Entourage? I don't know.
it's not Billions? That's a Showtime show.
True Detective season 1.
Oh.
That was like
He's
20
legit.
years ago.
He's legitimately the fucking
Oh, he's the
Killer.
Is he?
yeah.
Let me make sure he's the same guy that I'm thinking from Billions. But
Yeah, I don't think that.
I don't recognize him for Billions, but
Yeah.
True Detective season 1 for sure. And he's
then-
been in a bunch of other stuff, but and then the guy, the husband,
he's in
Yeah.
Billions.
one
the
of
husband who
husbands.
continues to try to touch her is
Oh, that
from
guy.
Severance. That's Adam Scott's sister's husband.
Yes,
right.
Rickon.
Rickon. Yeah.
Michael Chernus is the editor name. Yes, he was great. And another person from 30 Rock, Cheyenne
I
Jackson.
only know that because I looked him up because I was like, he probably is just a guy who
That's a coincidence of some sorts. I don't
gotta
know.
be.
Well, and then there's the guy from What We Do in the Shadows.
Shadows.
I
The
don't
other
Harvey Guillen?
the gay.
Oh, is that
one of
what-
the gay guys?
Okay.
Oh, so Cheyenne Jackson's the other, his
Joaquin.
husband.
Oh, okay.
Joaquin.
Yeah, it would be-
Joaquin
With an M.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the.
He actually
familiar
looks
in What We
familiar,
Do
but
in
I
the
haven't
Shadows.
seen that show. So
Did you see the first season of Reacher?
No.
Okay, because he's the coroner.
Oh, it's Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
He's
That's where you recognized him from.
heard the voice and was in.
But yeah, but I think
Perrito.
pretty much every side character, Sarah Burns, who was the other one with the wrench, you know,
Yeah.
the couple.
She's
she was
from,
funny. I don't know what I know her from, but everyone
I
added
love you,
something.
man. I think she's the one that goes golfing with him, and Jason Segel. She hits
She
Jason
is,
Segel.
she is an I love you, man. So yeah, you were
Jelani felt seen.
And then Michaela Watkins.
Michaela Watkins, definitely recognize her from a couple being being a
comedic actress.
the 8th to 10th person in a couple different movies.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think what exactly, but
She's
I
in
don't know.
her known for is Wanderlust, The Backup Plan, In a World, and Thanks
That
for
was
Sharing.
I've seen In a World.
In the world was fun.
Have you?
I have not.
That's
I
three
don't
of us
think.
have.
Wow.
Some of us like movies, Tom.
Some of us like Lake
Who's
Bell.
in that one?
Yeah, like Bell.
Lake Bell. Do you know who that is?
The name sounds familiar, but I
See How to Make It in America?
Yeah.
I did not.
You definitely saw Lake Bell if you did.
Well, I didn't.
You'd recognize her. And she is like the daughter of the guy who does the trailers in a world.
Okay.
It's really...
She's trying to make it
voiceovers.
in the voiceover
By the way,
world.
that's all I needed
Is
to
it
know to watch that
fictional,
movie.
or is it
Yeah, it's
okay.
fiction.
But that's all I needed to know because I was obsessed with trailers for a long time. And so
I know. I watch 30 of them a month.
you should. I was doing that without it being a thing.
Back when Mark Cuban had his HD net.
Pre that, but yes, that helped.
Yeah. Nothing but trailers. Half-hour show that we just watched at the apartment. It was all trailers all the time.
I try to avoid them now.
We were real cool. I know. I'm so
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah,
I try
I don't,
like
I don't
I'll
want
watch
any,
like the
know
first
anything.
like 30 seconds of one, like, oh, this looks interesting. I'm gonna watch this and I'll stop it and then I'll
The problem now, I just think they've changed the way they go about trailers, and they are so eager to entice people by showing things that are important, and that's
Yeah.
the last thing I want.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me
I
a
want the
story.
teaser trailer, if anything.
I don't
Yeah.
want Mad Men where you just like literally just show like 5 random clips that make no sense at all, and you're like,
that's
what?
stupid.
But like, I want you to entice me without giving away almost anything about what the actual episode's about. This doesn't seem like a big ask.
I love the Mad Men pull. I'm still thinking about that. It's so great. They were just like, "What? You did it?" It's like that makes no sense. You have no idea what's going on. But they're like, "Next time."
I just assume Matthew Weiner was Weiner.
Wiener.
I just assume he was like, "Fuck trailers. I'll do this how I want,"
Right.
and his like show was good enough that he could do
Yeah.
it. But thank you for appreciating
Yeah,
it.
I appreciate that comment. That's very good.
Yeah, I think the the weapons trailer, at least the first couple trailers,
spoiler alert.
were good enough.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't watch them after that.
Yeah,
I didn't watch
right,
him either.
like-
I didn't want to.
I watched just the teaser one. I'm like, I'm not watching. So I know nothing.
No, I did.
about it.
I also
I
saw-
know.
I think
a
I
little,
shared the
but-
teaser one on our text
Yeah.
thread because I was like, dude, this I'm in.
Yeah, so I don't know much outside of the trailer.
Random question
teaser.
about that, and we could theoretically. Maybe I should save this topic. I'm going to save it.
Save it for the pod.
Save it for the weapons. pod.
So, what elements do you think need to be there to make a good horror comedy that we're like missing?
Exquisite boobs. Oh, horror.
Stupendous?
My fault.
Stupendous.
Stupendous. My fault.
Exquisite, we don't take.
So, well, look,
bar high.
you can look at both of these. I would tell you, like, frankly, I think I enjoyed Werewolves Within more,
Yeah.
but Tucker and Dale should be the movie that I liked more. And whatever, we already talked about why. But
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
this is going to seem very obvious, but, like, being funny would be a good start.
Yeah.
Like, I would argue neither of these were, like, really funny.
Right.
And
But do you want like scary movie funny, like straight up spoofing?
I would
things,
like-
or
you know what's... Give me the
horror.
best... Give me someone who makes amazing horror films. Most, like, doesn't miss much.
yeah.
Don't tell me.
Oh,
Jordan Peele.
yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, he doesn't have a
What-
huge catalog, but he.
then what I want is someone to be like, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay Jordan Peele and Judd Apatow, and I'm going to
Yes.
say, you guys make your thing, and you make
brilliant.
your thing.
Or Keegan Michael Key. I mean, it was right there.
And Jordan's funny too, so he could do it himself. But I hear you.
And I'm just
you're
going to say, like,
bring the two guys together.
he doesn't
Bring
really have any
Eli-
reputation at all for what I'm talking about. But
Eli Roth and Jordan Peele.
like, make
Or-
Well, I mean,
What?
That's just too horror.
that's just two horror movies.
Well,
I'm
he's
saying,
funny. I'm saying Peele.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay, fine.
It doesn't mix, Martin.
Fine. Judd Apatow and Eli Roth.
okay, that's
probably
fine.
the best,
I didn't.
You'd pick Jordan Peele first. That's why he went with it.
Yeah, that's just
But whoever,
that came
it's
to
just
mind.
like I want someone
Recent.
who knows this lane, and I want someone who knows this lane, and I want them to intersect their thoughts and be like, "All right, I can make a good horror movie. You can make a good funny movie. So let's figure out a way for here's what I want to do on the horror front. Let's layer our dialogue and everything along with it, and let's make this work." And that's what I want. That's what I want for a fucking perfect horror movie.
The reason I keep moving away from Jordan Peele is because I feel like he nailed it in Get Out. I feel like
Yeah,
Get Out is a horror comedy.
absolutely.
So
Oh, a
he's
horror comedy?
We don't need. He doesn't need comedy help.
Yeah.
It's actually listed as a horror comedy. You
Is
know
it?
why? You know what makes it funny? Lil Ray Howery.
Oh, yeah,
he
for
was
sure.
hilarious.
Yeah, he was. But I mean, that's
I mean,
like
I've-
the 2
7
scenes
minutes?
that he's in. Yeah,
I
probably
know.
not even.
But I'm saying he. It's a shining example of how to make horror funny.
Is it Ray or is it Rel?
Rel.
Lil
Yeah,
Rel,
that's
sorry,
what I
said it
thought.
wrong.
I was like, am I way off base? Am I fucked that up? I feel like I've messed it up multiple times.
We're just gonna
so.
let him
Rel.
sit in it.
pronouncing that L
I
wrong.
wasn't.
Waiting for the comments to just roast him, Martin.
Good thing nobody listens to it.
Charlie's gonna get you.
Yeah, he will. Well, you guys corrected me. So
Whoever
thank
it
you.
is, like I'm not whoever it is, but you
Ari
the-
Aster and the Wayans brothers.
There you go.
That's Hereditary and Midsummer. And
No,
Ari Aster is
Yeah,
a-
no, that's fine. I'm
Yeah.
just like you're pulling the Wayans brothers as if they're. Like,
I was just going off
Relevant.
Scary
Scary
Movie
Movie.
because they
yeah.
have some experience with horror and comedy. Although I would, say Scary
think you
Movie
nailed it
is
with
just
Judd.
a comedy. It's
Yeah.
not really
I think
scary.
Judd-
I'm just saying on the
Judd's the
comedic
answer.
front, like
Yeah.
someone who knows how to put funny dialogue and can
Yes.
write a funny movie.
Right.
Now we have you guys working together.
Yes.
in
Well, have you
tandem.
seen Tusk?
I haven't. That's with
It's Kevin Smith.
Oh, it is
and
Kevin Smith,
So
okay.
he wrote it, and Justin Long.
Justin
stars in
Long.
it.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I
This
don't know
old
if we
guy-
trust Kevin Smith anymore.
This old guy kidnaps a podcaster and then slowly turns him into a walrus. Like a real
Obviously,
walrus.
He gets cussed.
he's
Get
off.
it?
He's off.
Get it?
He's off the list. You were so close.
But
That's my answer to your question. Is I would say like they don't need to, right? They don't
Right.
need to do that. It costs way too much money to get the best of the best on 2 different avenues, especially on the horror front. They're typically making them on a lower budget, but I think that's if you want to make something that's like elite or memorable, that's the attempted path, and it would probably get ripped to shreds, and they'd be like, "Ah, you fucked it all up. You tried to do this really funny movie you didn't
Right,
need
to make it and seamless. People would say, "Oh, it's It's too disjointed. It is two
Yeah,
different movies.
it's too funny to be a horror comedy. It's just a comedy movie with some scary parts, or it's too scary and
It's not funny.
right.
I think you need a little bit of comic relief in a horror movie is great.
Yes.
So does that all you need for a horror comedy, or do you want a funny movie?
Just a horror movie.
I just think, like we're saying with Tucker and Dale, if there was an actual evil element, and their dialogue was just, if they were just funnier, in their everyday lives or everyday conversations, or when they're playing board games.
Ironically, I think it wasn't.
Funnier.
It didn't have comic relief. They just had failed attempted humor.
Yes, correct.
As opposed to like, oh, there was a person. Dale's probably the comic relief in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
If you had Tucker as the straight guy and Dale as the comic relief, but they were both kind of playing this buffoonery off of each other that didn't necessarily work for allowing for. There's no relief. It's just all that.
Is Brady turning into like a full-on really good film critic guy?
I think we're seeing the metamorphosis.
What's
here.
happening here? It just takes 4 years of doing a podcast, film podcast for your.
It helps when
critical.
I'm like all awake instead of.
He's firing. He's spotting those raccoons. Oh man,
That's my thoughts.
yeah. I think I haven't got no notes.
I do want to call out one really funny. The line that really got me laughing. This was like a rewind. I want to make sure I caught this moment in Werewolves Within. Was they like bumped into the bells, and I think it was your guy Joaquim, and he was like, "Chachi got his wings."
Oh yeah. Damn cat.
That's great.
It really, that to me was like such a chef's kiss.
Yeah. See, that's
Just
good. That's
really
good
nailed it.
Comedy writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's. Oh, by the way, my note said AT&T girl. She's got it.
So outside of these horror comedy movies, what else would you put on like your top 5 horror comedies or other horror comedies that you've seen
Yeah.
fairly recently that you really like that maybe
recently?
we should have watched also?
Well, one that I haven't seen in years because it terrified me when I saw it, but I think it's technically a horror comedy, is Arachnophobia.
Don't
love
watch it as an
Arachnophobia.
adult that owns a house.
Yeah, I wonder. I saw that when I was a kid, but I
So good.
It just gave me the
It
heebie-jeebies.
scared
Like
the life out of me.
for like a week, I had to check all my shoes for
Yeah.
spiders, and I watched this like 2 years ago. Like it's,
I'm looking up
Yeah.
like quote unquote best.
but that's just like
Cabin in the Woods
was
is
it
listed.
John
Happy Death
Goodman
Day.
is kind of the comic relief
Right.
character in that. Otherwise, it's pretty serious, straightforward. I mean, all these old people
Is
are
it
getting bit by spiders and dying.
Bill Pullman? Bill Pullman and Harley Jane
yes.
Kozak, I believe. I know Goodman's the exterminator, so that's why.
Yeah.
I don't
No, it's not
remember.
Bill Pullman. It's Jeff.
Oh yeah.
Daniels?
Yes.
Jeff Daniels.
Yes.
Got
yes.
it.
I
He's the doctor
remember
that moves to the town.
Shaun of the Dead,
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead.
which we've done.
Idle Hands is probably one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen? Was it Scouts versus the Zombie Apocalypse?
No.
Oh,
No.
that's a good one.
Would you count Zombieland?
Yeah,
I
would.
I just
probably
watched that with the
count
kids.
Zombieland.
I love. Actually, I was thinking I was gonna
It's not
text
listed
you
here, but it does feel like that should
and say
count.
we should have done Zombieland instead because it's the same. Isn't
Oh,
it
there
the
it
same
is.
director as one of these?
I don't.
No,
Oh,
isn't it what Fleischer?
yeah, because
Isn't he the-
these are like Eli Craig.
Oh, you know what
and-
he did? Yeah, Eli Craig, I think, did the does the
Fleischer.
Zombieland show. There's like a show or something like that.
I would have loved if we did Zombieland. I would have been actually excited.
Or a TV movie for Zombieland that came out in 2013. That's Eli Craig directed by. So I looked it up and I was like, oh, how is that Eli Craig? But yeah, Zombieland the movie is great. I just watched it with the kids. They loved it.
Yeah.
It's
Zombieland
perfect.
was good.
And it's really gory. It's really funny. That you might have nailed it with that. That's the right answer.
All right.
Zombieland's
So
a
let's.
good one.
Nothing but trouble.
Oh, I haven't seen that in forever with Dan
They used to
Aykroyd and
always get
Tupac.
played.
Oh, I've watched that a bunch.
Yeah, it was always.
I'm
on.
assuming
more?
it's terrible,
Oh, it's
and I
gotta
think
be.
I just think it's like not bad, but it's probably awful.
Yeah.
Death
All right,
Becomes
I'll put it
Her.
on the Plex tomorrow. I saw Death Becomes Her in the theater.
I remember
was
seeing
younger.
that young.
Yeah,
too.
it wasn't.
No,
It wasn't
don't remember-
a horror really, but
No, I mean, I remember, the part where she gets the hole blown through her. And,
Yeah.
Whoa.
oh, God. It's like 30 years old.
What was? The
Well, you're
one
getting
with
into
the-
like Screams, and I know you
Yeah.
did last summer's.
I don't know if I would call those
Those
horror
aren't comedies.
Those
Those
are
spoofs.
They have comedy relief.
They
No,
do.
they're just-
I mean,
you're talking
there's-
about Scream, not
Scream.
Scary Movie.
I was
sorry.
say, wait,
No,
I think
yeah.
those are not
Yeah,
spoofs.
we just watched Scream with the kids too.
The whole-
It definitely is funny when he's like,
Oh, yeah.
you cut me too deep, man." I
a
forgot
little
about how
woozy
funny
in here.
he is in that movie. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's more
Matthew
just a
Lillard.
good amount of comic relief. Yeah, it does it well.
yeah, because those are more of like the Kevin Williamson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The teen dialogue that
Yeah.
he writes is like more natural feeling.
I
just
know what you
banter
did last
between-
summer. The
yeah.
faculty, those things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Zombieland might be the one.
Have you seen It's
Fan.
What's Inside?
Yes.
On Netflix?
I have.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
trying
I'm
to-
looking right at it.
Yeah, I was trying to think
It's
if that
super
was
trippy.
Is that it was pretty good. But was it funny? I can't remember it being funny or not.
I don't remember it being really
No,
funny.
it's
It
called
was
horror
just-
sci-fi.
Yeah, it was just very trippy. You had to like think about who was
Yeah.
in whose body.
It's more suspenseful and mind bending.
Yeah.
It was pretty good though. But Happy Death Day.
Happy Death Day's all right. The second one was a little weird, but the first one
Is Hard Eyes comedy?
I watched that when it got released, and
I believe
then it was always in the comedy, and I don't remember anything about it.
What is
So I don't.
what is the one where Julie Bowen's the mom and the girl goes back?
Modern
Happy
Family.
Gilmore.
Yes, and yes.
And the
Nailed
girl
it.
goes back.
The girl goes back to like 1986.
Oh, I love that we got
sees her
different
mom
options.
in high school.
Yeah, it was like an Amazon
But you're wrong.
movie or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
that just came out.
She wasn't a mom. No,
I don't
movie.
remember what it was called, but I watched that one. That was
If you had
okay.
said 2, you had it.
There's also one called Freaky where I don't remember who the girl is. Like
Freaky Friday?
Kind of, yeah. She
She
changes
switches with
body
Vince Vaughn.
With Vince Vaughn, who's like a
A
serial,
serial killer. That's that's
Um,
another one.
Have you seen Bodies, Bodies, Bodies?
I have.
With Pete.
I'm listening.
one's
That
got a
was-
high- Pete Davidson.
That I mean, it was
I'm
a
out.
comedy, but it was
It says horror
Like-
comedy.
yeah. I mean, not laugh out loud. I would say just more of kind of real dialogue of kids at a party, college kids hanging out at a party,
Yeah.
and what they would talk about, and like funny aspects of that.
I think I need to watch it. It's got Rachel
It's not
Sennott.
bad.
Do you remember her from
Saturday night.
Saturday Night?
I like the ending.
She was the. Remember we said that we
Yeah.
thought she was like one of the best parts
I'm
of it.
trying to remember. Yeah, was she one of the? What was she, a writer?
She was a writer. She was dating Lorne Michaels. Or,
Yeah, what's her
or
name?
not quite dating. She was
Rachel
trying- Rachel
Sennott.
Sennott. Sennott.
There she is. She's from a Shiva baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's from
Bottoms, if you've seen that, on Saturday Night.
yes, Bottoms.
I didn't know you watched it.
I did. I recommended it for the pod, and you guys didn't want to do it.
That was on you, Martin.
I never.
Yeah, it was
finished
me. I said it wasn't. It wasn't. It wouldn't
It was not appropriate.
appropriate for us to do. It just wouldn't. I didn't think it made sense. But
I'll be honest. I don't totally disagree. but I did watch that on a plane.
we wanted it to be, an hour-long podcast like this one, not a 5-minute one. So
No, I get it.
Yeah. So we'll just mark it down, put it in your notebook, Tom, for next October that we're going to do Zombieland and Arachnophobia.
I thought you were going to say Bottoms.
or bodies, maybe.
I know, and I'm going to ask
whole
10
Scouts
times for
versus
someone to
the
tell me,
Gun.
and be like, it's in the text change. Just look back.
Zombody
Go back to
Land.
last year.
As always, a little man time might do you some good. So subscribe to our Film Fathers podcast and get a whole lot of man time. Thanks, and go to bed.
And play Cinema Chain Game.